Looking at the commodity space, we have actually seen both gold and Brent crude moving in tandem at the beginning of trade today, and that is a decent period of upside in gold. That was alongside with the fact that we've been seeing selling across in Asia, but we've also been seeing a continuation of this upside, this period of strength for Brent crude and crude as a whole, with that meeting coming up in September and people from Saudi essentially saying that they would be willing to freeze production potentially if the Iranians actually appear. That's a big if. So potentially they said that just because they know that they're not actually going to appear. Nevertheless, this is a weekly time frame for gold. You can see we had this wedge breakout towards the upside, broadening formation from that. We rallied up above this 1307 key swing high from back in January 2015. Used that as a new support. So we're expecting another leg higher from where we are at the moment. Looking at the daily time frame, you can see here essentially we've got this symmetrical triangle pattern coming in play on the short term, and we're using that as a base now. We're pushing higher once more. You've got key resistance 1358 alongside that descending trend line. Ultimately, we need to break up above 1367 to say that we've broken out of this symmetrical triangle and we're pushing higher once more. The 1 hour chart shows you about the 76.4. We was talking about this yesterday and essentially saying I would be happy taking along at this 76.4 because of the fact that, yeah, you've got a chance it'll break below 1330 for a deeper retracement, but you've probably got an equal chance that we're actually going to just break out of this because the outlook is for further gains, and certainly with this symmetrical triangle coming in play, it looks like we are going to break out soon enough. And the breakout you would think is going to be in the direction of the sort of wider trend, and that is towards the upside. So we are seeing further gains at the moment. Like I said, look out for these key swing highs, 1356, alongside this descending trend line to come into play. And so, yes, I do see further gains in the short term, but you know, ultimately we're stuck within a triangle and that necessitates lower highs. So I wouldn't say there's necessarily too much left in the tank before it sort of gets challenged. And then, you know, if it breaks through these key resistance levels, then by all means, great. It's looking like it's going to play out in terms of the medium term picture. But until we see that sign, it's likely we're going to continue within this symmetrical triangle pattern and period of consolidation. Finally, Brent crude, if I look on the daily time frame, you can see that actually we've broken through this descending trend line. But we've also come into this 48.82. Now 48.82 is the key level that needs to be broken for me to say, okay, actually this sell-off that we've been seeing since the beginning of June is actually over. And so at that key level, we have seemingly stalled. We haven't necessarily managed to push through that level at the moment. So 48.82, excuse all the lines. I think if I span it out, it's a little bit clearer. So you can see that so far we posted one move into that level, sold off. We've now tried to challenge that level again. Essentially, if we manage to see some sort of reversal pattern on an intraday basis at this 48.82 without breaking it, it would look like a good opportunity to get short. Conversely, if we get an hourly close up above that level, and even better if we find new support on that level, then it could be a good opportunity to say actually we're going to see an extension of this period of strength that we've been seeing for crude. Certainly if we see a break in an hourly close below 48.03, then that starts to look like we're going to see a deterioration for this pair. But certainly look out for what's happening today, because this could be a really pivotal level that's going to dictate the state of play for the coming days and even weeks in Brent crude.